and she doesn't want to test ride it because she likes the Java better. Your wish, bro. The Royal Enfield is not for everybody. Wow, it is quick. Brilliant motorcycle, but again, the seating position, the posture, not my cup of tea. You know, there is a muhavra in Hindi. This muhavra feels like that motorcycle. It feels like the hunter telling people, "Bhai, मैं कल पैदा हुआ था क्या?" हाँ, bro, तो कल ही पैदा हुआ था. That's what the hunter feels like.
What is up, YouTube? This is your captain speaking, and welcome back to another flight. After I sold my Classic, I never thought that Royal Enfield would be able to top the Classic. As far as the ride feel was concerned, as far as the braking is concerned, the torque, the power, even though the 350 was underpowered, it was sufficient for city riding and for beginners who liked to tour. Now with the Hunter, Royal Enfield has tried to combine the scramblers and the classic motorcycle. They've done a good job. It could have been much better, but I think they've done a good job. I hope they do listen to people and their concerns and they implement them in their future motorcycles. The Himalayan 650 is something I cannot wait for. I can't. I miss my Classic. Gabbar, wherever you are, I hope kabhi tere ko meri bhi yaad aati hogi. But moving on.
What is up, YouTube? This is your captain speaking, and welcome back to another flight. Today is an exciting day because today I have got two things to do, and both of them involve motorcycles, and both of them involve test riding motorcycles. Wish I could test ride you one day too. This is an X5 M. Is this sport? My god, it's huge. My first stop today is at the Royal Enfield showroom here in Chembur. They are kind enough to lend me the RE Hunter for a test ride, and after that I will be going to another motorcycle showroom, but that's not going to be a Royal Enfield. It's been a week since I'm back from Goa. It feels great to be back in my motovlogging setup. I live like 5 to 10 minutes away from the Royal Enfield showroom here in Chembur, so I'll see you when I'm there directly. Aye sir, jaiye sir. Okay, this is my first time sitting on the Hunter. डोरा इधर ही खड़ी है. डोरा को नहीं लेके जा रहा हूँ मैं because मैडम अकेले चलाने से डरा रही है ना. मैडम is getting scared to ride alone, so I will first take this bike out, take it to an empty street and then give it to her. बाप रे, तो बहुत छोटी है यार. हाँ, heavy. After riding Himalayan, this is heavy. Weight is like a little green peas. Okay, my initial thing is that it's really tiny. That could also probably because I'm coming from the Himalayan. Okay, the start button is quite interesting. Put it in the first gear. Rev. I mean, this feels like the Nano of motorcycles. Okay. The clutch is behaving in weird manner. I don't know if this is how the Hunter clutch behaves or this particular motorcycle has got a spoiled clutch. I'm not able to figure it out, but I'm realizing that I'm having to leave the clutch all the way before the accelerator can engage. These mirrors, bro, why are they pointing towards me? Oh, this bike is really light. I've also realized that the sitting position, the stance is a little weird because my foot pegs are all the way forward, but my upper body is a little bent forward. It feels sporty but also feels comfortable at the same time. It's not a bad pickup for its size, but because the motorcycle is so light, it feels much faster than it actually is. Oh, where's the horn? My hand is not reaching to the horn only. It's got the thump of the Classic, but it's a more puny thump. It genuinely feels like the Nano version of a Royal Enfield. It's jerky in the lower revs. The brakes are grabbing. My god, this is tiny. But I think the Himalayan has spoilt me for other motorcycles. It's really tiny. Let me see if I can push and weed through traffic. Let me see if I can push and weed through traffic. Arey, what the Let me see if I can push and weave through traffic. Bro. Suspension seems to be quite nice. Okay, so this particular motorcycle is without the tripper navigation. I have heard the tripper navigation costs around 9,000 to 10,000 rupees extra. And all it does is show you the time and turn by turn navigation. I mean, if you have a mobile holder mount, that should be enough. I don't see why you need a tripper navigation in Royal Enfield motorcycles. The 2022 Himalayan, when I got it, had an option to either buy it with the navigation system or not. I said no, I don't want the tripper navigation. It was costing 7,000 rupees extra in the Himalayan. I said it's not needed. I have a mobile mount, a GPS, that is more than enough. Because the foot pegs in this motorcycle are way forward, it is a little bit more comfortable to sit on. I am not the kind of guy that rides cruisers a lot. I do not like the Meteor or the Thunderbird when they came out, even though they are spectacular motorcycles. Personally, I'm not a big fan. I like adventure tourers and I like classic motorcycles much better. I like scramblers too. Ridden to the Royal Enfield Scram, brilliant motorcycle, but again the seating position, the posture, not my cup of tea. That too was a little bit more sporty than my liking. Okay, this has got enough punch to come out from behind a vehicle and overtake. Enough punch. The brakes are responsive, but not that responsive. I'm still having to apply a lot of pressure to get any power from the brakes. I don't know why everything is so far away from my fingers. I'm not able to reach the horn only. Good horn. Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? I do not like the clutch response time. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Because it's so light, it takes off like a rocket. Like a little rocket. You might find my words contradicting, but these are my first ride impressions. The first time I'm riding the Hunter. If I compare this to the Classic, it feels like the Classic, but in a new packet. Okay, I think this road is empty. We should go inside here. कैसा है पिलियन सीट? जगह है पीछे? क्या है? स्लिपरी है? पकड़ने को कोई जगह नहीं है ना? It feels like an amateur motorcycle. It feels like, you know, there is a मुहावरा in Hindi. इसे अभी मैं कल पैदा हुआ था क्या? This मुहावरा feels like that motorcycle. It feels like the Hunter is telling people, भाई मैं कल पैदा हुआ था क्या? हाँ bro, तो कल ही पैदा हुआ था. That's what the Hunter feels like. Beautiful machine, but amateurish. I think it's perfect for riders who are just beginning. I don't think you probably might be able to tour on this motorcycle, but it would be a little difficult to tour on this motorcycle given the posture, the seating position, and the weight of this the weight of my body is now coming directly on my wrists, even though my lower body is at a comfortable position. अच्छा, इसका ब्रेक लीवर टूटा हुआ है तो तेरे को 2 उंगली या 3 उंगली से करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा अंदर से पकड़ के. ऐसे नहीं दबाते क्लच, 4 उंगली से दबा. We came here for this lady's test drive and she doesn't want to test ride it because she likes the Java better. The Royal Enfield is not for everybody. I'll be back. Okay, now that I'm alone, I can try to have some fun with it. Okay. Wow, it is quick. It is quick. I was with a pillion, I was not able to get a proper understanding of the machine. It is quick, but I don't think it's that powerful. It's quick because it's light and it's much smaller than the Classic. It feels just like the Classic. सेम क्लासिक है ये. क्या हो गया? हाँ, सेम क्लासिक है ये, खाली थोड़ी सी नैनो वर्जन ऑफ क्लासिक है. ठीक है, अकॉर्डिंग टू माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ इट, द ब्रेक्स आर ग्रेट, but as usual Royal Enfield brakes, I am having to apply a lot of pressure before any stoppage power. The stand is not bad. Does it come with a double stand? Yeah, it comes with a double stand. It's not that heavy. It's a little on the lighter side compared to other Royal Enfields, but that's also because it's tinier than compared to other Royal Enfields. The brake light looks like a bindi. वही तो बोल रहा था, शोड़ी बशी हो क्या तुम? This is the perfect dialogue for this hunter. शोड़ी बशी हो क्या तुम? Okay, again, I'm not sure if the thump of this motorcycle is the general thump that comes in all the hunters. It is loud. It's also a little sweet. It's not bad. I think if this motorcycle was a little bit bigger, I would have liked it better. Because it does seem like a shortened and a tinier version of the classic. I think touring ke liye this is a good bike, especially for people who are beginners. Amateurs ke liye this is a great bike. People who are just getting into motorcycling or people who just want to get into motorcycling, you all can look at this as an option. I think it comes for around 1.6, 1.7 lakhs. I'm sorry, I'm not a review channel. Don't take me as a review channel. I'm just a motorcycle enthusiast giving you my first ride impressions of the Hunter 350. This looks like a cross between a classic and a scrambler. I mean, I like it. It's not bad. But while I'm crouching ahead, it's not like the foot pegs are piche. The foot pegs are also aage only. So I'm sitting in a very weird position. Like my feet are also in front and my hands are also in front. And my back is completely bent like that. I don't know. It's a very weird position to sit in. I like the bike. If I was a beginner, I think I could have gone for this. I would have gone for this. When I was a beginner, in fact, I learned my motorcycling on a classic. I learned motorcycling on an Electra. Then I upgraded to a classic and then uske baad I went to a Himalayan. Let's take it back into traffic and see how it performs between some obstacles. The pickup. Let me slow. Abey, this mirror is fucking stupid. Ready? Second gear 60. It's quick, but it's not that powerful. Well, let's go back to the dealership and pick up my Dora. I'm already missing my Dora. I think मैं Himalayan पे ठीक हूँ bro. Like I said, at least personally, this is too small for me. I'm hardly even fitting on this machine. I mean, my knees are coming almost above the petrol tank. It's quite uncomfortable for me. But please don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean it's a bad bike or an uncomfortable bike. For me personally, according to my height, according to my riding standards, according to my experience, and according to my riding style, it's not for me. Quick downshift. Pick up. It's not disappointing at all, that much I can tell you. For entry level motorcyclists, this is the perfect bike. It's not very expensive as far as Royal Enfields are concerned. The braking could have been better. People who are looking to get into motorcycling, to get into touring, this is not an off-roader. Mind you, if you're thinking of getting a Hunter to do some light off-roading, I would suggest don't do it, because you will not only ruin the bike, but you'll also ruin your experiences. I'm sure it can handle a little light off-roading. Any bike can handle a little light off-roading, but it's not an off-roader per se. And I wouldn't even suggest this motorcycle for touring. If you're looking for a tourer, I would suggest look for the Classic or look for the Meteor. I hope I'm not in the way. बहुत जगह है, बहुत जगह है, अरे नहीं जगह है. I'm not a fan of the new Royal Enfield design of the speedometers, because to be honest, they look like a pimple on the side of the face. I really wish this was a little bit more in the center. एक थोड़ी सी uniformity होती design में. But this is on one side and it's triggering my OCD majorly. When I sat on the bike, I was trying to start the bike from here, and I realized that Baba, this is not like my Himalayan or the other Royal Enfield motorcycles. I think this has got a new instrument cluster. This is a new instrument cluster. The start is quite sweet. It looks like a dosa that you have to turn around for the chutney. Half an hour, 40 minutes into the city ride, and my wrists are already killing me. I'll never get over the Royal Enfield thumb, bro. There's no chance. Foot pegs have enough space? Yes. Good enough space? Yes. People who are looking to buy this motorcycle for touring, I'm guessing you might have a little issue trying to mount your luggage. There is not a lot of space to mount your luggage on this motorcycle. I'm sure Jugaad se everything is possible with Jugaad, and if Indians are known for anything, it's for Jugaad. Indians are known for Jugaad as Royal Enfield is known for their torque. Oh, Himalayan. Oh, Dora. I'm coming to you, Dora. I'm coming to you. 5 more minutes, Dora. 5 more minutes. Whether I like this motorcycle or not is not the point here. The point is that it reminded me of the good old classic days. It's like I'm riding an amateur classic. Okay, I'll see you on Dora. दुनिया में कुछ भी चला लो, किधर भी चले जाओ, जब भी अपनी गाड़ी पे वापस आते हो तो अपनी गाड़ी फरारी। हाँ डोरा, यू फील सो गुड। मेरे को कभी कभी लगता है सर when I was born, no, God was stitching Dora and me together. Anybody who owns the Hunter, who's been running the Hunter for a very long time, has been seeing this video. I do not mean to offend anybody, I do not mean to hurt anybody. I am a loyal Royal Enfield boy from day one. I want the Interceptor. My God, what a beautiful machine. I love the Interceptor. वो मेरा दिल आ गया उसके ऊपर। जब तक वो इंटरसेप्टर मेरे नीचे गराज में नहीं खड़ी रहेगी ना, तब तक मैं मानेगा नहीं। सिंपल क्रोम एंड रेड वाली कलर। Okay, so like I was saying, if anybody is a hunter owner, hunter rider, I do not mean to offend anybody. I am not a review channel. This was just my first start impressions. Himalayan, तेरे को कोई नहीं बीट कर सकता bro. There is no chance, Himalayan. If you watched the video till here, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for flying Escape Airlines. This is your captain speaking, and I'll see you on my next flight.